vulture neck, nerd neck. There are all sorts of funny names for an overly extended cervical spine. If you are someone who is affected and also dealing with pain, you most definitely don't find it funny or humorous in any way. I'll explain these exercises and Aina will demonstrate them. Watch closely and then you can do them at your own pace after the video. For the first one, I need to offer a bit of clarification. In this initial exercise, we really focus on both the positioning and proper alignment of the thoracic spine, because a hunchback inevitably comes along with a rounded upper back. Because if your spine is straight and a bit overextended, it would have you looking at the sky. So the vulture neck starts developing because you have a rounded back, but want to look straight ahead again. That's exactly why we need to address this issue first. And that's the first exercise we'll concentrate on. If you don't have this yet, just go ahead and use some books. Choose smaller formats, preferably paperbacks, because they give a little on the edges and aren't too rigid. And then you just stack as many of these books as you need until you reach the height that's appropriate for you. Ina, position yourself properly and take hold of the back hero. At this moment, it's all about deciding whether to use the back hero or stacks of books and carefully figuring out the right spots to place them so you can create a larger. You have the greatest sense of stretch so that you realize you need to straighten up. And then start with the widest. Setting, take your arms in because the stretching strap is now secure, making sure the elbows are perfectly straight, then gently allow your arms to lower down behind you. And with Aina, it seems to work quite well. Actually, Ina would even go directly for the very tightest setting. Stretch out completely, and you'll definitely feel it's a lot more intense. Now, you can fully notice how the whole back stretches or hyperextends, and everything in front gives way and relaxes. In this position, aim to remain for at least 2 minutes, but if you can, 3 minutes is better. And if you have the luxury of time, extending it to 4 minutes would be even more beneficial, allowing the tissue to gradually relax and give way. Because the problem is, you have such strong ligaments around the spine. They are so strong, and if they are at the wrong length, if they have shortened and the opposite side has lengthened too much, then you initially need to apply quite a substantial amount of strength in order to effectively alter its shape back again, since the rib cage is also securely connected at the front. So, to straighten the rounded back, you actually need to straighten the rib cage as well. All the ribs connected must change and adapt their shape accordingly. That's why it's a fundamental preliminary exercise. Basically, you can't start otherwise because you'll never be able to exert the forces needed to counteract these contractions. This is exercise number 1. With the second exercise, we will directly stretch the extensors of the cervical spine, which are so shortened in the vulture neck. We'll demonstrate this right away. The back must be completely straight. With a perfectly straight back, reach over your head towards the topmost part of the skull and gently pull the head forward and downward. Yes, the whole thing, but then also turn the head towards the joint. Exactly. Keep your posture straight, pull forward gently, and ensure you can definitely feel the stretch in this area. Gradually increase, holding for about a minute and a half. Stay within comfortable pain, avoid strain. Move inward gradually. Once you've held for a solid minute, begin to push with your head as if you're genuinely trying to lift it steadily and carefully upwards, but make sure it doesn't move upward at all. Keep holding it steadily for about 10 to 15 seconds to maintain control. You're giving it all you have got, then you begin to really feel it tighten in this area. The main challenge is making sure your back stays perfectly straight throughout. You gradually begin to release the pressure, easing off gently, and keep moving further down for another minute until you're thoroughly stretched out here. And for the third exercise, lie back once more on the floor, on your mat, or comfortably on the carpet. And now it's about the following. Please bring your knees up, Ina. And now grab the top of your skull with both hands, but not underneath. This means, in essence, that the back of your head needs to remain comfortably situated on the mat while you carefully pull and assist your head in turning gently over the atlas, just like this, with the ultimate aim of bringing your chin even closer. Keep your head on the mat, gently turning it over the atlas to bring your chin closer to the larynx. Maintain solid contact as your chin goes deeper. This way, your cervical spine increasingly aligns into the straight position. And then nicely come down. After that, you carefully draw your belly button downward too, but only to the extent necessary to ensure that the chin and the cervical spine remain stable and do not lift upwards at all. You're deeply engaged in a dynamic balance of opposing forces, maneuvering with precision. Carefully gather and focus your strength to hold the cervical spine steady, applying consistent force to guide the lumbar spine even deeper downward for maximal effect. Put in a progressively intense effort to do that task, and kindly keep in mind, you won't be able to give a thumbs up at this moment since you're holding on tightly, but you certainly can do it after the video ends. And make sure to share the video with others because it's incredibly important for a vast number of people to learn how to maintain a straight and proper posture. Please help spread this vital message widely so everyone learns how to improve their posture. And throughout this entire time, you've been pulling everything down here and then pulling it down over there. This is the type of strength training designed to gradually assist you in moving out of that rounded back position and relieving the excessive extension of the neck that often accompanies it. For your vulture neck and persistent neck pain, you will find a suitable routine right here. And down here you have the option to subscribe to our channel, and we very much hope for that, don't we? And a thumbs up, please, would be wonderful. Great to have you with us. Thank you, Aina. Until next time.